Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be the last one of Paper Squishy Week. Today I wanted to do one of the makeover style paper squishies. I've seen these around doing like the Roblox baddie ones, but I don't like the faces from Roblox. All the time people ask me, can you do Roblox ones? I'm like, I don't like it, and I know that's really mean for some people that do like it. I'm not, judging your choices, judging your kind of taste, but I just don't like their faces, so I don't want to make them on my channel. But do you know whose faces I do like? The Toca Boca ones. I love Toca Live the game. I had a secret YouTube channel where I actually posted some videos of that. I may bring that back because I actually really like playing the game and I like sharing little bits of that, so I may bring that back in the future. I don't know, we will see. I will do some more Toca Boca inspired DIYs because I love their graphics. I love their faces and stuff. This is not an ad for them, by the way, but yeah, I thought I would do a squishy makeover kind of version of one of those. So I'm going to show you how to put together the base, all of these little bits, how to add on the things, show you how it all comes together, how it all comes apart and stuff. So yeah, this one will be a fun one to make for your kids. If you are making it with kids, then it's a fun way to get them involved and thinking about how things go together and everything, as well as incorporating maybe one of their like favorite games, if they're anything like me. But anyway, yeah, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I'm just gonna get stuck straight on into it. Okay, so paper squishy, you're obviously going to need some paper. I started off with an A4 piece of paper. I folded it in half. This is just regular printer paper, by the way, and I sketched out the rough kind of design that I wanted to do of my favourite little Toca Boca character. I always tend to base them on myself, like Sims characters as well. Like, I don't know why when games that you have to create your own avatar, I'm always like, oh yeah, I'm going to create me. Like, I can create anyone. I can make an alien little girl, except I always end up trying to create myself. So anyway, I drew the outlines with a black Sharpie pen to like imitate the Toca Boca kind of outlines, and then just went to town with colouring all of that in. The hair I stuck to brown. Mine hair in real life is kind of like almost black, to be honest, but I thought brown would do nicely because that's what my character has in the game. And then I did the skin tone, kind of the same skin tone as mine, quite a pale one. Worked out really nicely with my new pens. Then I just filled in any extra like outlines like of the nose and the mouth and then the eyes with a black Posca paint pen to get really nice sharp lines. I filled in the nose with a pink pen just to make sure that stands out, like kind of like the Toca Boca ones do, and I added some blush either side of the eyes as well because I like my characters to have blush, so I added that. On the eyes, as you can see, I also added eyelashes because my character also has eyelashes. I then cut these out on the top and the bottom. The back piece there, I did actually colour that in as well just to match the hair colour. Didn't do anything extra really than that apart from do the outline and coloured it all in the same solid colour. I was going to make this into a nice thick chunky squishy with paper around the edges and make it like a really big one, but I didn't like it, so I ended up taking all that tape off and cutting that bit off. It was a waste of my time, so if I was you, I would just stick those two pieces together like I did here, stuff them up with a polyfill nice and full and tape it shut. Honestly, save yourself the time. Like, don't try anything fancy here. Basically, for the first part of your squishy, you just want to make sure that your face is everything that you want your final face to be like after the makeover, so like the kind of like prettier side or like just the final one, so that all of that design is secure and taped away underneath the tape. It's all protected. As you can see here, this is what the final piece will look like, and then we can add other things on top. So I coated the whole thing in tape front and back, so the whole thing was completely covered. Any glue, any pen marks that go on that now will be able to be removed just with an alcohol wipe, and I will go into that in a bit. So to make the eyebrows, I just took some of that kind of coloured piece of paper which I was going to use on the side, and I actually just cut that into little eyebrows, quite thick chunky ones, and then I took another piece, covered that in tape and cut it into little slits to make like a mono brow like eyebrow hair type situation. With a Pritt stick then I very lightly glued those onto the face so that they stayed in place and it was all secure, because the Pritt stick, it doesn't like permanently kind of bond tape, so you're really able to kind of like pull that off, especially with tweezers. It works really well with these makeover ones. With the mouth, I wanted to make it a little bit scary-ish, so I made these little like teeth on there, like the outline of that, coloured that in. I did think that I was going to need the skin bit around it to begin with, but I just cut that off anyway. Again, cover that in tape, stick that over the nice cute little mouth, and I did go in and actually colour the teeth with some Sharpies. You'll see that in a minute, but I made them like yellow and green so they look quite gross. I decided to add some pimples. I have a lot of pimples in real life, let me tell you. They're all covered with makeup usually, but I just used a kind of peachy Sharpie pen with some red dots in the middle just to make them look a little bit inflamed. Then I decided I'd add some tangles to the hair. So again, with that hair colour, I just drew on some tangles with a Sharpie pen, covered them in tape, cut them out and stuck those on with the Pritt stick as well. As you can see here, look, there's me going in with the Sharpie pen. See the yellow and the green? How gross does that look? Looks nasty, doesn't it? To make the cleansing wipes and the toner wipes for this, I just kind of like scribbled down onto just a piece of paper just to make like a covering, and I took alcohol wipes and then I just drew out what I wanted them to be called. So I did a cleansing wipe and I did a toner. And then I just kind of like taped over those to make them nice and shiny, keeping in with the theme of everything else, and cut them to the same size as the alcohol pad, but using a scalloped edge pair of scissors because I thought that would just add a bit of extra detail. Honestly, didn't need to, but I did, and I Pritt stick that to the cleansing, or to the alcohol wipe so that it became a cleansing wipe. So then you could just rip it open. Nice, because that's the alcohol wipe I'll be using to remove those Sharpie pimples. To then add some extra bits for actually making like the makeover video and stuff, like I thought I need a toothbrush to clean up those teeth and I needed a hairbrush to clean up those kind of tangles in the hair. So I just based this off the ones that are actually in the Toca Life game, and obviously you can get the toothbrush in the bathroom, and there's some hairbrushes over in like the little salon bit, which, you know, I just copied those and then did those in other pastel colours. So I did the toothbrush in a yellow and then the brush in a purple, I think it was. I then thought, oh, I want to do a face mask. I know in the like the little kind of like pampery bit in the bathroom you could do the face mask and stuff, and they have cucumber slices. So I thought, I know I'm going to do that. So I drew around with one piece of paper to begin with, just marking out where the eyes and the mouth had to be, coloured all that in, and then made 2 circles for the cucumbers. I added some extra detail with a Sharpie pen and went around those with a black pen as well to add like the edging, kind of like just in the game. And then I added some extra details onto the face mask as well, and on that I literally just took my Sharpie pen and did some little squiggles, covered them all in tape and cut them all out again. With the face mask I obviously cut out the eyes and the mouth kind of like bit which I drew out a minute ago based on the actual face so that it would fit the face. So I cut all that out and then that was basically ready to go. I did also make a bow. You will see that just in the outro in a second, or at the end of the short, but I didn't film that because I did it in basically the exact same way, using a Pritt stick to attach it. So this here coming up is the final makeover short that I have posted. As you can see, this is how it works. You can tweeze off those little bits because they are just Pritt sticked on there, and then I've obviously used the brush to kind of brush down, and then I've removed it, like the actual tangles and stuff, in between frames. The wipes opened really nicely with the wipe inside, which then is obviously able to use, and you're able to rub off that Sharpie pen which is sitting on top of the tape. The face mask just goes on so nicely. Look how cute and relaxing that looks. Love it. Again, the toner wipe worked really well, and the bow I felt like was just the finishing touch. And then obviously you have your finished squishy. This will be great for anyone, great as a little gift, great as keep just entertainment to keep yourself occupied, great to do with children, or just all sorts. Yeah, hopefully this was helpful. Okay, so that is the end of today's video. Hopefully you have enjoyed it. I did add a little bow on here. I did basically just did that in the same way that I did like the toothbrush and stuff, drew it on a piece of paper and then just glued it on with the Pritt stick. Worked out really well. Squishiness of this is really nice. Really enjoying my new pens. I don't know why I keep going on about them, but they're just a bit of a vibe, you know. The skin colour for this one is soft peach that I was using. This here is pale pink, and then the hair colour that I actually used was cocoa. That's cocoa, isn't it? Yeah, but yeah, really liking these, and really loving this paper squishy. So hopefully you have enjoyed the videos this week. I really enjoyed doing paper squishy week, but it is over now. It's not to say I won't do it anymore, so do leave any requests that you have down in the comments down below. And yeah, I'm going to get stuck into some other DIYs for the next coming weeks now. So if you have any requests for anything different, then also leave that down in the comments, because I will be sure to read them, sure to reply. So thank you so much for tuning in. Please do give this video a like before leaving if you did like it, subscribe if you're not already, and I will see you very soon for another video. Bye.